Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. And unfortunately, I had some coffee and I'm now wide awake, so I had some other thoughts on my mind that I thought I'd share with you guys. See, to me, football is a lot like gambling, because no matter what you do, it's a gamble. Whether you move up in the draft, you're taking a risk. You're giving multiple picks or players for the possibility of having one that might be better. That's risky. You know? And every player that you pick, in my mind, you've got about a 50-50 chance of being right or being wrong. So, football is gambling. But one thing is always guaranteed that I can guarantee you every single day, and that is Jobu will need a refill. Now, I got to tell you, we're going to play a little game of Connect the Dots. Okay? Now, of course, these opinions are mine alone and my conclusions. And we can use those for entertainment purposes or see how it works out. And you don't have to buy into what I say. I'm just giving you my thoughts and my interpretations of situations and what I think will be the best solution for the Cowboys. So let's take into thing number one. We had a fantastic team this year. We played above and beyond what was expected, especially after losing Tony Romo, because once Tony Romo went down, nobody would have said that the Dallas Cowboys would have won the NFC East. Nobody. And anybody who did was a damn liar. Nobody thought that Dak Prescott would be Rookie of the Year. Nobody. In fact, most people thought he couldn't even be a backup quarterback. You know, he did start off on third string on the Cowboys. So now, the team has had a fantastic season. And the question is, how do we improve it? Well, the biggest spot we need to improve, we all know, the defensive line. And that's the pass rush. And we even have Jerry Jones admitting that. Because he said he wants a war daddy. And I personally had never heard of that term before. Because, you know, for whatever reason, Jerry Jones has that daddy affection. Because he said, you know, when Dak Prescott put out that stiff arm, he's the daddy. Well, again, I decided to look it up. And I got a couple of definitions from it. Originally, it came from a character from a World War II movie, and they called him a war daddy. You know, somebody that literally just went out and killed a lot of people in war. So I'm using the Urban Dictionary for some different terms and stuff here. War daddy, a term used to describe a particularly impressive football player, mostly offensive lineman of substantial girth, originated in the South and used primarily by Southern football coaches. That's one. Let's get another one here. A beastly defensive lineman that eats up blockers and then spits them out for dinner. Hey, I like that. War daddy. One who exhibits a rather large physical appearance and partakes in sports, usually American football. A war daddy typically demolishes all in front of him and has a large hat size larger than an 8. And a war daddy must have a significant amount of chest hair to keep him warm in the winter. Okay, that's a different one. Let's see one more. A fierce defensive player, a term used by Southern coaches to describe an intense, bloodthirsty defensive player, usually a linebacker, whose only aim is to dominate and destroy their opponents. That's definitely what the Dallas Cowboys need on that defensive line, if you ask me. Now, Jerry Jones said he wants to get a war daddy, and be it somebody in free agency or wherever they may be. So if we start talking about a war daddy, I'm thinking of this guy. And we all know I've been high on Calis Campbell. See, it was about this time last year, and I can't say I had anything to do with it or Jobu. All I tell you is good things happen around Joe Boo. We started talking right after the Senior Bowl about Dak Prescott being the perfect quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And Texas made that troll out there that says I'm just a bandwagon fan. It was that video that I did after a 4-12 season that got most of you guys to check me out. Because when Tony Romo went out and all of a sudden this rookie, Dak Prescott, everybody started searching for footage of Dak Prescott. And they found my videos from this time last year that said Dak Prescott would be the perfect player for the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm starting right now, well actually I've started a while ago, about this guy. If that's not a war daddy, a man that takes double teams on a consistent basis, a man that gets 8 sacks on a year, pretty much every year, 50 plus tackles, gets a couple of forced fumbles, even gets interceptions. And now that they're going to franchise tag Chandler Jones, that guy, that war daddy, is going to be a free agent. And he is definitely a Joe Boo favorite. So Jerry Jones, I know you listen to me. I know you follow a lot of things that I have said in the past. Listen to me now. Football gods, please whisper in his ear. Get Calais Campbell on that defensive line. I'm telling you, he's a beast. He's a war daddy if I've ever seen one. Get him. He looked great with a star on the side of his helmet. I'm Mark Holmes. That's Cowboy Joe Boo. And damn, I gotta stop drinking coffee late at night. I'll see you guys in the morning. But I want to see him all next year.